Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Friday Gear Show. We are back in our studio that has recently been built and it's awesome. Because this is the last show before Christmas, I thought I'd sum up some of my favourite bits of kit that I've been using from this year. Now this show is all about my opinion. This is the stuff that I like. I'm in no way a professional gear tester, nor have I tested everything on the market. This is just stuff that I've been sent or I've bought that I've been using all year and I want to share with you guys. So totally non-scientific and in every way biased. Let's start with climbing shoes. And weirdly enough, my two favourite shoes have been sport climbing shoes. I've banged on about this a lot, but this is the 510 Blanco, and it is a weapon of a shoe. Crazy, crazy stiff with stealth C4 rubber, which just sticks to everything. The amount of power you can lay down with this thing is just incredible. Those tiny little limestone nubbins feel like ledges. I feel invincible when I wear it, and it's just lovely. Now this is the redesign of the old shoe, and the pedigree of that thing goes back for years, so you know you're wearing some true class on your foot. 510 Blanco, I love it. Now next up is the La Sportiva Mura XX. I was given this shoe by La Sportiva way back in sort of springtime, but I haven't worn it. But this was my shoe of choice when I went to Thailand recently for a couple of weeks. I've worn it solidly. This is a redesign of the Mura lace, but with some really, really important improvements. Number one is the P3 technology that runs through the shoe. This allows the shoe to keep its shape. So with the older model, after a long time of wearing it, it would sort of get a bit loose and floppy and lose its downturn. This won't. It's a really powerful edging shoe, Vibram XS Edge rubber, and that's helped with double rand. A double rand. It's got a double rand, which means that it's great for standing on little tiny edges. Now this is Adam Ondra's signature shoe. So he had a big hand in designing it, and it was the first shoe to climb 9B+. This isn't really a feature, but everywhere I went in Thailand, everyone was asking about these shoes, thought they looked really cool, and that made me feel good and probably climb better. So yeah, fantastic shoe. Also leather suede upper, so it does stretch a little bit. This is a size, hang on. This is a UK 7.5, and I'm usually an 8.5 to 9, so I'd go down a size if you're buying this shoe. I know this is hard to get hold of. We have a few models on the EpicTV shop, but if you see it somewhere, especially on the EpicTV shop, grab it while you can because it's brilliant. My sport climbing rope of choice this year has been the Tendon Master Pro 9.2mm. Now for me, a sport climbing rope needs to be a workhorse. It's got to take some abuse, some abrasion, some falls, but still feel good in a belay device and fantastic when clipping. And the Tendon Master does all of those things. And I've been abusing the hell out of this thing. So it's got SBS Tech Sheath technology thing, which means that every strand is individually plaited into the sheath. That creates a smoother surface, so it's nice through a belay device, and it also means it's super tough for abrasion. That plaited technology also means that, I mean, you can't see it on camera, but there's no little tiny gaps, so dirt just gets bounced off it rather than sinking into the sheath. And having used this on a beach for the last 2 weeks, I can tell you that that works really, really well. Basically, the Tendon Master 9.2mm performs like a 9.9mm rope, but without any of the associated weight and bulk. Bonus. So let's talk about clothing. Now everyone knows that we are sponsored by Arc'teryx, which means I get sent some amazing jackets. I get to use it, and I tend to wear it in my free time as well as just work. Sorry, Hugo behind the camera. Anyway, so my favorite bit of clothing that I never take off is the Cerium LT down jacket. Now this thing is crazy, crazy light, like 295 grams or something, and it packs down, I'll show you in a minute, really, really, really small. But it has 850 fil of down power, hydrophobic down power. So water's just gonna be shrugged off those feathers. It's got synthetic down where it matters, so in the cuffs or underarms or shoulders, there's synthetic down so you don't sweat and get the down sopping wet. It's just a quality piece of clothing basically, and it's something that I've actually got two of them. So I've got one that I wear for work and try to keep smart, and one that I take up the mountains. It's so small, you might as well always put it in your pack, either as an overlayer because it's resistant, it's got a DWS finish so it shrugs off water, or as a mid layer underneath the hard shell. It's just so versatile. I have just been sent the Cerium SL, which is even lighter than this. Haven't had a huge amount of opportunity to wear it yet, but I'll let you know what I think soon. Now the second Arc'teryx jacket I want to talk about is pretty special, and I've only been sent it the other day. This is the Alpha IS, and I also love the red colour. This is an insulated but fully waterproof jacket. So it's got synthetic insulation inside and Gore-Tex NP40X 2-layer Gore-Tex fabric on the outside. So it's going to shrug off all types of water. This is a jacket for hardcore winter mountaineering and ice climbing, and I reckon it would make the perfect Scottish winter climbing jacket because of how warm it is and how waterproof it is when Scotland inevitably rains on you halfway up a route. It's got all the usual features like a storm hood, outside pocket, a mesh pocket inside, stretchable cuffs and a two-way zip, so you can zip it down, put your belay device in and zip it up, so your belay device is just sort of poking through the jacket, still keeping you warm. It's nice and long, so it covers your bum when you have to like slide around on the rocks, and it just feels like absolute class. So I can't wait to put this to the test up in the mountains. Currently I'm just wearing it around town feeling like a bit of a king, but it's a wonderful jacket. Don't check the price, don't even think about the price, but it is sort of two jackets in one with that insulation and waterproofidity. So worth the price tag, I think. Brilliant jacket. Thanks Arc'teryx as usual for sending me kit. I like it every time you do. So there you go, that's my favourite kit that I've been using this year. Now as I said at the beginning, this is my opinion and I can only tell you about the stuff that I wear and use every day. I'm sure there's loads of other good stuff out there as well. In fact, comment below, let me know what you've been using, let me know your standout bit of gear for 2017. Now on Boxing Day, we are releasing a very, very special movie. We all know what it's like on Boxing Day. You've drunk too much, you've probably eaten too much, you're getting bored of the in-laws and you need a climbing break. So this new film is by filmmaker David Petts. It's about Fontainebleau. It features Dave Barons, Nathan Phillips and Matt Cousins. It's wonderful. Here's a teaser to get you guys psyched.
I was just chatting to the guys, Nathan and Matt, and we're like, let's go to Font. And kind of managed to squidge a gap in my route setting diary, and it's like, right, let's go.
Some of it is just like total sandbags in terms of grades, but it's fun. You just kind of have to forget the grades, put your ego to one side.
The shapes of the boulders and like the ripply slopers, like you don't get anything like that anywhere else in the world. Not that I've experienced anyway. The place is beautiful and the boulders are amazing, and every other place I go to, I'm like, oh, this is really good, but then I come back here and it's like, no, this is the best place in the world. Like, I don't think I've been anywhere else and I've been like, this is better than Font.
It's a seriously amazing film and it's everything I love about Font in a 20-minute wonderful thing. So make sure you check that out on Boxing Day. That's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing weekend and of course a fantastic Christmas. And we'll be back next Wednesday because we're having Monday and Tuesday off. See you soon.